terrorist group and go to Syria, Iraq, or somewhere else, if someone said, Abdul Haqim, I'm going to join, am I saying your name right?
Abdul Haqim.
If someone said, Abdul Haqim, I'm going to join ISIS or some other terrorist group, and I'm going to take a SUV and I'm going to run it down Westminster Bridge, would you report them to the police?
It's not allowed for a Muslim to report.
So you wouldn't?
It's not allowed.
So that's a no.
It's not allowed in Islam.
Has that ever happened to you? Has someone ever said to you, Abdul Haqim, I'm going to join and do a terrorist thing? Would you even tell me?
It's not even something that someone would do.
Well, so you're saying it's never happened? Listen, I appreciate your time. I'm going to let you go, Abdul Haqim. I appreciate your time.
Okay.
You don't shake hands with me?
No.
How come?
Because
Do you shake hands with ladies?
Am I haram?
I respect. I can't shake hands with women.
But I'm not a woman. You want to, so that's your excuse for her.
If
But what's
it
your
was my
excuse for
culture,
me?
it was my culture to lips women. Would you allow me to?
Listen, why don't you
No,
touch me?
because
Why don't
that's
you
your
touch me?
culture, but
But
it's my
she's a
culture.
woman,
not-
and so
Why
that's...
don't you touch me? What will
And
happen?
what
Touch
do you
her.
touch?
You're my wife. You're my wife.
So I have to give you don't touch your wife.
about consent, isn't it?
What's it
Yeah,
about for
exactly.
me?
Like,
Can I ask you a question? What should be the punishment for
All right. Thank you very much for your time. You won't shake my hand?
I can't shake your hand.
Is it because I'm an infidel?
What's the reason? What's the reason you can't shake his hands?
Telling me you're Muslim. Well, what's the reason?
You've come here with an agenda. If you didn't come with an agenda,
You won't even shake my hand because
No,
you won't even shake.
as well.
Pardon
This
me?
is terrorism thing. No. Look here.
Okay,
That's the owner of
your
Rebel
time. You were generous with your time. I'll wave at you then.
Mad thing.
Okay, bye-bye.
What happens to them once you say, for instance,
So we got the exclusives
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
Under the Sharia, let's forget about the UK for example. Let's say I've got a country, maybe Saudi Arabia. Say I'm ruling Saudi Arabia, and I'm establishing Islamic State.
I ain't got no viewers like you right now.
Now,
you had them a while ago.
we would invite Christians, Jews, everyone. But obviously, guys are white for the laws of the land. That's what it is. So, a Christian and a Jew is allowed to live. Of course, it is. That's happening.
I hear you. I definitely hear you.
So
they pay
I hear you on
Yeah,
that.
they pay Tuesday. It depends on your money. So if you don't have,
Hey, where's your bag? Where's your bag? Yo, fam, where's your bag?
so let me just get my back.
I just want to double check though something though. You guys did check his bag though, right? Okay. Huh? I asked, right? You guys did check his bag, right? I did hear somebody earlier on told me and confirmed that you guys checked his bag.
I would have said we would, yes.
You would have, yeah? All right, good. Yeah. All right, awesome. So I'm safe, yeah? You know, I'm gonna stand right next to you guys. At least I know I'm safe. Because you wouldn't put yourself in harm's way, would you? No. So I'm standing right here.
Could you just do an enormous
I know, get off the road, no problem.
Stand on the pavement.
Hey, I'm catching too much jokes here today, you know. Only in Britain can we do this, you know. Like, oh.
Sorry, 72, yeah.
Let me come around. Sorry.
72 dates, some people call it. It's a death
Okay, so earlier on there was Tommy Robinson court case, and he was released from his court case. The court case was adjourned for the 23rd of October. Now we've got Anjem Chowdhury, one of his followers or supporters, is here basically. So everybody's just doing interviews with him.
With him to see what he thinks and everything like that.
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Sorry.
That's something.
Okay. Are you okay, or did you want some privacy?
I'd rather not. To be
Okay.
honest. It's a public street. Is that right?
Wait, one second. What are you going to ask me?
About that camera.
Oh, well, that's why you're here today.
Fuck the BBC.
Okay,
Madness.
all right. So tell me, why are you happy today? You seek to achieve.
I seem to achieve today.
Yeah.
Well, I would have liked a discussion with Tom Robinson about his beliefs, about what's wonderful. He's linking grooming gangs with Islam. I think that's very disingenuous. I do believe that Tom Robinson hasn't broken any crime, and for this case is going to court. I don't think he's broken any crime. That's a Muslim saying that. For him, he disagrees with him saying that, and I wanted to say that to him as well. I don't believe that he broke any law. Even if you look at people reporting his case, they're technically doing the same thing that alleging he's doing, like defamation. And similarly, if it's against the law what Tom Robinson did, then it's against the law. It's against the law to report Andrew Chowdhury's case, for example, because I believe that had a very detrimental effect on what the jury said about his case and against other Muslims as well.
And how do you feel about Andrew Chowdhury's imminent release?
You know what? Yeah, the thing is, it's not about as a Muslim. I support Islam. I support the Muslims, and I think that the Muslims
But Jesus
are
is
being
the
oppressed.
truth, the only way in the life. There is no way to the Father except through Jesus, not Muhammad, not Allah. Jesus Christ, yeah? He's for the truth.
The thing is,
Come on, give your life to Jesus
Andrew
or you're
Chowdhury
going to
is
hell.
going to release alhamdulillah. That's all good. But the thing is, like a Muslim, when he's in prison, he gets so much rewards, so much. And the day of judgment, those days in prison, those seconds in prison, are going to be so much valuable in the eyes of Allah, in the sight of Allah. So it's a good thing. Prison, if you're going for the truth. But if it's a bad thing, you're going for something bad. For example, these grooming gangs, these people that take advantage of women, that's disgusting. And we condemn that as a Muslim community. There's nothing in Islam that promotes that kind of stuff, getting women drunk and stuff like that.
But many people would say that. Many people would say that Andrew Chowdhury's behaviour, in a sense, is a form of grooming, that ideological grooming. For example, the parents of restaurants blame their parents for their child being in.
Just watch him until he does something.
I mean, what would you say to that?
Yeah, he's been known.
So if you look at the society we live in now, many people and groom for other things. Like they've got the games consoles that are grooming the minds of people. You have the music industry that's grooming the minds of people. You have many things that are grooming the minds of people. What you people need to understand is, okay, you need to have a standard. If you're going to say that Andrew Chowdhury is grooming people, it's for speaking, then you have to stop everyone else from speaking. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. What is the definition of grooming? Yeah? And then that definition, you can apply it to everyone. You can apply it to the media. You know, your propaganda machine is probably going to be used, is used on a daily basis against Muslims, against Islam, against the Muslim community.
So how do you feel about Andrew Chowdhury's president? Is that a good thing? Is that what's your thinking about it?
Yeah. To be honest, any Muslim that gets released from prison, it's good, you know, because he can leave his family, etc. But at the same time, a Muslim, our duty is to speak the truth and to, not to worry about the consequences of speaking the truth. And if that can mean prison, that can mean anything. And alhamdulillah, that's the situation.
And have you been in contact with him? Have you written to him? While he's been in prison?
At the end of the day, when Andrew Chowdhury is released, you can speak to him as much as you want, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think the main thing we should focus on is democracy and the Sharia.
Okay.
Because the democracy
How
system.
about giving Tommy Robinson
I'm just
some
asking.
airtime?
I'm just asking
Yeah.
about
Muslim, do you not want to?
I'm just asking about Andrew Chowdhury.
So you hear this rhetoric. This is Tom Robinson's support.
Sure.
This is the situation. You're talking about Andrew Chowdhury. Andrew Chowdhury was saying this.
No, absolutely, and we've recorded a lot of material today. Just because I saw you, I just specifically asked, because our last conversation was specifically about Andrew Chowdhury. I just thought I would ask, in general terms, I hear what you said in wider terms, but specifically, how do you feel about this moment approaching, which he will be able to use prisoners, talk of him being able to set plans, perhaps having restricted that system, I mean, what do you think of all of that, and about the conditions in which clients
It's democracy. So if you look at free speech, and there's public free speech in this country. Like, there's many people, for example, there's many people that go speak at school now, and they speak about anything they want. They can speak anything they want, and because they want to celebrate the freedom of speech. But when it comes to the Muslim community, it seems like we don't have freedom to speak our mind. We can't speak about anything because we're brainwashing people. You know, there was even one law or something, act that came into power, or there's some enforcement where certain people weren't allowed to preach in universities because certain people might get brainwashed. I mean, if you're, that's an insult to people at university that you can't, people ain't got a mind to think. You know, saying like this woman, like she's saying I shouldn't be able to speak because people are gonna get brainwashed. What I say, this is ridiculous. No, I should be able to speak what I want. Like just like Tom Robinson should be able to speak what he wants. You know what I'm saying?
So you think when Andrew Chandler's released, despite his conviction, he should be allowed to say what he wants, he should be allowed to preach, he should be allowed to return to the life that he had, he should be allowed to preach, he should be allowed to return to the life that he had beforehand.
That's what I say.
Yeah, I think the thing with Andrew Chandler, he's exposed a problem with the laws. He's exposed a massive problem, which is you can speak as long as it agrees with what you say. You can speak as long as you don't cross the boundary. So even if you look at Andrew Chandler, if you go back and look at Andrew Chandler's first hearing after he was charged, the prosecution said,
The law is signed. Do you think that his freedom of expression should be
before I do something that you'll regret.
Carry on, mate, carry on.
So
just one last question. Given his conviction, once he's released next month, should he?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you an honest question?
No, hang on.
It's going to come to this.
Answer him.
I'll ask him.
Let me just, because it's important.
Let the man speak. He asked you a question, mate.
In this country that has been innocent.
What's your views on sex with children? What's your views on sex with children?
Yeah, I mean,
What's your views on sex with children?
You have to answer this man's question.
Ask me a question like that, man. In Islam, you stick on people's anus if they commit pedophilia.
Please answer his
How
question.
can we not do it in this country then?
Let him ask a question, mate.
Can we just finish the conversation? One more question. One more question. So just one more question. Given his conviction, I'm interested to hear what you think about whether his right to interact with his associates should be restricted as opposed to be what's likely to happen.
What you need to understand is that when man rules by his own desires, he's going to oppress the people. So he's not going to stick to the own constitution of this country says freedom of speech. So obviously when they're oppressing that, when they're going against that.
So you
Can you not talk about freedom of speech? She's a communist. She's a communist. He's got arrested. Communist as well. She's a racist.
One last those things do not. So, but the law is the law at the moment. It isn't going to change by the time he's released from prison. Do you think you're saying it's wrong for his ability to interact with associates? You think it would be wrong for that to be restricted?
The government are going to do what they want to do. I'm not here to dictate to the government. They can do what they want.
But what's your opinion? What is your opinion?
He's done Speaker's Corner every week. He gets called up.
On those likely restrictions?
It's up to them. They can do what they want.
Let him out, everyone else.
They can continue to do what they want because their main thing is, we don't want to have. If you look at any book on sociology on how governments are fallen in the past, okay. If you have a government that's not fulfilling the needs of the people like this country, it's not fulfilling the needs of people. The only way that government can stay in power is by convincing people that there's no superior alternative. And the superior alternative is being echoed by Andrew Chowdhury year after year, and other Muslims, which is the Sharia.
Okay, you give me a theological answer to a legal question.
That's the answer, because that's why the government doesn't want people speaking about a superior alternative to democracy, and that's why it's going to be restricted.
But I'm asking you narrowly about your opinion about the restrictions likely to be imposed.
My opinion is irrelevant. I know I'm a Muslim. I just follow.
You're a friend of Andrew, so I'm interested to hear.
It's irrelevant what I think. know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know, what it is, alhamdulillah, like, he's going to be out of prison, he's going to be with, alhamdulillah, with his family, and, you know, I wish him all the best, you know. And, but the thing is, people need to look at the underlying problem in society, which is the family system. It's not helping anyone, you know. People.
And what is really to add energy to this cause? You know, you had a lot of support.
This cause is not. That's why a lot of people they'll gravitate to it. And people are anti-charging because he's been speaking about Islam.
And will people continue to gravitate towards him? Will people continue to gravitate towards him?
Well, people gravitate to Islam. That's why I'm very.
Will they gravitate towards him personally?
Oh! Tommy! Robin!
Right here. Right here. You don't want to disturb the business.
Tommy Robinson!
Keep going. We're right in front of a business. Keep going. We're right in front of a pub. Stop. You can stop over there. Come there. Let me go here.
Okay. And so it's not the issue isn't anti-charging. This is what the people need to stop. Now maybe anti-charging will come out and say, look, I did certain things wrong. Now maybe I did certain things right. But it's not the standard. You know, even the people, even the great scholars of the past, like Ibn Taymiyyah, it's not the standard. The standard.
They have loads of gold money. Give them out.
That's the way to go.
That's the way to go now.
All right, thank you very much.
Yo, Abdul Haqim, this is one of your first interviews from coming.
With sex with children. Go on, man. Right then. We've got mass grooming gangs raping kids. Authorities don't seem to do too much about it. Can you do me a favour? Take us to the open area at the top. As long as you like talking then, all you're doing is showing the dangers of it.
Dangerous.
Lead the way.
He stole my phone number. Man stole my phone number.
Yo, Abdul Haqim, talk to us, G. It seems as though that you've been gone for some time. Can you let the community know, like, where have you been, and are there any restrictions on you in terms of filming? And is this like one of the only chances we're gonna get of you? So go ahead.
No, go ahead, but keep talking that way. That'd be good.
All right.
Anyway, alhamdulillah.
Yep.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Who's this guy? Alhamdulillah.
Hey, how come you didn't?
Sorry.
First of all, I invite everyone to Islam. Islam, the true religion of Abraham, Moses, and all the prophets of God. I invite them to Islam. And I invite them to worship one God alone, without any partners, without any associates. And if you look at every single prophet, he preached this message, the fundamental message. You know, including the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's the final messenger of God, and it's obliged on all of mankind to follow him as the final messenger. If they refuse to follow the final messenger of Allah, if they refuse to worship Allah alone, they will be in the hellfire to abide forever and ever and ever. And this is facts, you know, and this is something people should look into. Look into the superiority of the Quran over other books, and look into the truth. Don't look at propaganda. So Tom Robinson's a propagandist. He just talks about Islam, about studying the religion. So yeah, that's it.
So could you tell us where have you been for the last few weeks? You've been missing from Speaker's Corner. You've been missing from the web, the internet, on YouTube and so forth. So could you let us know, like, where have you been? And I'll continue questioning you after that. Go ahead, Abdul Haqim, come and talk to us.
What's your views on it, and is it allowed in the open area?
We're gonna get to let's get to the open air first, okay? Okay, we're almost there. So Abdul Haqim, can you answer the question I asked you, please? Yeah, don't worry about that one for now. Can you answer the question I've asked you?
Yeah, so Bismillah. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say what happened to me.
Yeah.
But something obviously happened. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't know.
Yeah.
And
So,
something happened to me. Certain things happened. Yeah.
so may I, unfortunately, if you cannot speak on it, I've been told if you can confirm that you was arrested a few months back, and you possibly spent 3.5 weeks in prison. Can you confirm or deny that?
No comment to that.
No comment. And also,
If you're on the terrorist hit list, why are you walking around?
Also, can you confirm and deny that you've been given restriction orders not to communicate with certain individuals? Okay, and could you also confirm or deny?
Officer.
Officer
Kalam.
Yeah. Can you also confirm or deny? You've been given restrictions to appear on any videos. No comment. All
You
right,
should be banged up, mate, in prison.
I don't mind. I don't really mind prison.
brother. Do you know what it is? If he's done something wrong, then I agree with you. But so far he hasn't broken. So far he hasn't broken any laws at present. So let's treat him like a
He's on the terrorist hit list.
that is true. But unless he commits a crime, let's not mistreat him.
Are we friends or not friends? Are we friends or not friends?
You're asking me questions about paedophilia.
Shake.
Let's talk first.
Shake hands then.
Let's talk first.
Shake hands.
Let's talk first.
Shake hands. What, with the terrorists? No.
It was good to see you, Tommy.
Definitely, 100%.
He's on the terrorist hit list.
Yes, he is. He is.
I'm begging you as a friend of this community.
I'm going to shake your hand, yes.
You don't shake hands. Why? Is it because I'm not Muslim?
It's my prerogative. I don't know.
Yeah, but because of your...
Can I just stand here? Can I stand here, please?
Because of your religion. And he's on the terrorist hit list. Can you know that?
Yeah, I know.
What is your religion?
I'm aware of it.
Who do you work for then?
Titans TV.
To guess, I'd probably say Muslim. Would I be wrong?
I'm Muslim.
Well, so I've actually got you to say that you're Muslim. So, how's about checking on? What about you, bro?
How you doing, man?
That's no problem. You still my brother in Heman?
You're not
No, I don't know Facebook. No, I don't. I'll check on.
He wants to be paper. You want to be...
I'm friends with everybody. Why are you on the terrorist hit list? You shouldn't be around.
Ask the government.
You're
Ask the government.
what our classes. Why now Bill arresting you for being a terrorist?
Ask the government.
What's your views on sex with children?
I believe that it should be punished by death.
Right. So why aren't you out on the streets with us about these Muslim gang rapes that's been raping British children for the last 20, 30 years?
Why aren't you with me condemning the MPs that are paedophiles? Why aren't you with me?
I'm against all MPs because I
why don't you
can't.
with me?
All MPs that don't condemn it, I'm against.
Yeah, but why don't you condemn it? It's still happening now.
Yeah.
So why
We don't want paedophiles on our streets. But what is the
It's still happening
most...
in church. It's still happening in churches.
Yeah.
So why are
But
you
Muslim gang rapes are rife in every town and city throughout the country. And kids are being passed about. And you're not doing it to Muslim kids, you're doing it to white British kids or coloured British kids. So long as they're not Muslim, they're basically getting raped. And it's okay in your culture to do so. Is it not? Condemn it then.
Yeah, of course I can do it.
And what would you do to them people?
No, under Islam.
All right, under Islam. But,
let me speak.
But we're in England.
Right,
I don't care if it's Roman Catholic,
This is a monologue or a dialogue?
any type of Christianity that allows their people to rape kids. Then to me, that religion needs destroying.
Okay,
It shouldn't even be allowed because the children come before you, they come before me, they come before anybody else in this country. To me.
I just told you that in Islam, there's a punishment for the paedophiles.
Right.
And it's death.
So why aren't you sorting the problem out?
Why are you sorting the problem out?
You've got a massive problem in the Muslim community, gang raping kids. Yeah. You're allowing it. You're not condoning it.
I don't think...
6, 7, 8-year-olds are being raped.
Yeah.
They're being drugged. Or don't you think that's happening? Do you know it's happening or don't you?
Let me speak.
Do you know that kids are getting raped by Muslim
let me
culture
speak.
in this country?
Let me speak. Yeah. Now, a Muslim might do something wrong, but Islam doesn't say none of that.
Is that just something wrong, raping kids?
Let me speak. Yeah.
It's the most despicable act I can even think of in English.
Let me
culture.
speak.
Yeah. Now, first of all, you got to take away your emotions because I'm about to say things that is going to really, you know,
That can't,
you know what I'm saying?
You couldn't
So
ruin my.
you need to have thick skin from what I'm about to say. Yeah.
I've got thick skin, mate.
Yeah. So,
But what it is I know kids haven't. So somebody's got to protect them kids. And if your community
This is what I wanna
is
get
the
to.
Muslim community that seems to be
This is what I-
the
this is what I
main
wanna get to,
downfall of ruining these kids.
yeah, this is what I want to get to. Yeah. These children, yeah, that have been raped and stuff. Yeah. Do they have parents?
Some of them have
Do they
got
have
some
parents?
parents, some are probably in care.
Exactly. But do some of them have parents?
Yeah, I have
Some of
one
them will.
parent.
They might come from a underprivileged background,
Because what it is, yeah.
and that's where they're getting taken advantage
Islam-
on because they've got other people not to stick up
Yeah,
for
cool. You know with these grooming gangs, yeah? The thing we have a Muslim community, we take things ourselves. I don't believe Islam doesn't support the idea of going to the police center. We do our own problems. So when it comes to like these grooming
Can't do it
gangs,
very well,
let me
though,
say
mate.
something. Yeah. When it comes to these grooming gangs, many of them, in fact, I haven't seen one case where there's been someone who has actually been someone very knowledgeable in Islam and raped kids.
They have.
Okay.
Put it this way:
Listen.
in the latest ones that's
righteous
been,
Muslim.
in the latest ones,
Yeah, go on.
the
goes to
mainly
Muslim.
Pakistani Muslim community it has been.
No, I'm not talking about.
No, I'm
not talking
saying
about
that's
because you can get a
because
Pakistani
but
Sikh.
we've even got doctors and surgeons that's been involved in this, and they haven't even been in court
Yeah.
for their acts or what they've
Anyway, this is all red herrings, yeah? This all
done. No,
red
you
herrings.
ain't red herrings. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
it is,
children.
yeah, because we're talking about cases, we're not talking about specifics. I'm telling you that people like Edward Heath, the previous Prime Minister, he's been got involved in paedophilia.
Yeah,
There's
dirty
MPs
nonce, isn't he? Dirty nonce.
There's MPs, right? There's MPs that
Dirty nonsense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But on a
Jimmy
mass
Savile.
scale,
Hang
No,
them
no,
off.
no, no, that's what I'm trying to say to
community
you.
doing
On a
Whatever
mass scale,
fucking
on a
colour
mass
race you
scale,
are, mate,
listen,
isn't it?
That's
If
right.
you look at the
Whatever. If you're a pigeon
This is happening.
and you
This
abuse
is
a
happening
child,
on
listen.
independent
hang the
report.
cunt.
And do you know one independent report which did it in
Yeah, I know,
Rotherham
mate.
about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gang rapes grooming scandal? The independent inquiry had to stop the independent inquiry because they were taking it as if they carried it on, they'd be discriminative against the Pakistani Muslim community. So the independent inquiry stopped doing the inquiry because they knew that they were going to be classed as basically against the Pakistani Muslim community because everything they found out was the Pakistani Muslim community.
So Abdul Haqim, what can
Why are you campaigning for Sharia then?
no Abdul Haqim,
I'm saying
what can Muslims do? You know, what can Muslims do to prevent these types of grooming gangs
Change
taking
the law,
place
change the system. The
in
system's
the
the
community?
problem. The system's
No, I'm
the
talking about amongst themselves because you're
There's
saying
no-
that
there's no-
Muslims don't actually you know, go to the police or anybody else against other Muslims. So what can they do with inside of their community to stop or prevent this from actually happening? Or if it is happening and it's of their knowledge, what can they do?
What they do.
What do you do?
But
No, what
they
can
don't
you do?
it.
What do you do?
You said what you'd do.
No, he hasn't said what you would do.
He said you'd stick a bruise up
No.
there.
He said that's what Sharia would. That's on the Sharia. That's not what you would do
So
as a
that's what-
Muslim. So what would you do?
Me, as an individual, like you have to be wise. You can't look at branches. You have to look at the foundation. Once you change the foundation, then everything will fall into
So
place.
basically, you're saying you will let it continue until you have Sharia law in this country.
It's not about letting it continue. If I see it happening, then things will happen. Then we'll
So
get
what?
busy.
So that's what I'm asking you.
already
What would
said
you
if
do?
you see things happen, you
Obviously, I
report
don't
them.
want to say on camera. innit?
You wouldn't.
Things will
You
happen.
said if somebody got in a car and he were a Muslim and he mowed down, said these people, the Muslims come, mowed down all these people, you would not tell on that person.
What do you mean? The man's done it. So how can I tell him? He's already
If
done
you
it.
had foreknowledge,
This is an illogical question.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would.
So
I'd put a stop to it. I'd stand in the that car myself first.
no, don't say that, bro. I don't have no far right,
Anyway,
bro.
like I said,
I just.
my thing is, I think for the
Somebody in the comments
Sharia
with that
says
Kalam,
definitely
Tom called you the
paedophile.
black Tom Robinson.
He did still.
So I don't
God
think it's a
damn.
branch. You can't solve all the crimes. But
I'm
if you
trying to
change the
block my hand
system
from filming from-
and you
Is
have
it?
it where, look, there's a death
sugar.
penalty. If you do these things,
going on,
death
man?
penalty for you, even if you upload it. Because
Yeah,
remember,
But don't
listen,
forget, under Sharia law,
Come on, man.
a lot of this only works for the Muslims.
I don't understand what you mean.
If they're a non-Muslim that they're doing these atrocities to, it's classed as basically that's a tart or a slag. Well, that is from some other versions. When I requested other people, they've said basically, if that girl is not a Muslim, whatever happens to her, she deserves.
That's not true.
That is what is happening though. That is what is happening though.
Yeah, so there's nothing in Islam that promotes the screaming Islam. I told you that already, and we condemn this, yeah? But what I'm trying to say to you, you people...
Yeah, but you'll never get Sharia law until we can stamp out this other problem.
Here's my problem with you, yeah?
The problem wouldn't be a problem if this problem wasn't happening. And the terrorist acts that's following it.
You are getting read and stuff like that about, and these...
I don't, put it this way, mate, I do not buy papers.
Let me know when I can tag. Let me know when you can tag me in. All right, I want to tag. I want to be tagged in.
So you're not focused on a white man that's raping babies.
I'm focused on them children at the minute.
You're not focused on a white man that's raping babies, and you got a problem with
Hold on, anybody that rapes them wants crucifying. Anything they want to do to them, to me, they could do to them. I ain't got a problem.
So why are you campaigning against this? This is an epidemic.
Because the mass rapes with children at this minute is the Muslim community that's doing it.
The epidemic is white people.
No.
The epidemic is white. You want to go to statistics? You want to go to statistics?
You look your own statistics, pal.
Who's raping babies on a bigger scale, on a major scale in this country?
Muslims to me.
This is a blatant lie.
Well, times Rotherham, 1,500 lasses up to knowledge got raped.
Are you telling me that?
I'm saying 1,500 girls got
Muslims?
raped. And Muslims did it, yes.
I'm talking about babies.
And then it got covered up by all authorities. And now authorities don't want to open a big kettle of worms because some of these people that's been involved in it for so long
Let me get tagged in.
have got eye into the ranks of the whatever Labour Party, governments, and all these systems, social services, everything.
Yeah.
But when these children are getting raped from Muslims to British children or English or anything, I'm trying to not put it as a prejudice though, but children, when they get raped, you get a social service going into that household and they tear that household to bits. We haven't seen nothing going into the Muslim households and ripping their household to bits because if they've been raping kids,
what's your solution?
There's thousands in them households that should have been took away.
What's your solution?
What they come from.
What are you calling for?
I'm calling for.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna step back a little bit, just let you guys know that please continue hitting the like button and keep hitting the like button and keep hitting the share button. I will go in a little bit and we'll question Abdul Haqim in a hot second. Just stay here. Just bear with us for a hot second. I'm just gonna give the guy, the time to actually shoot off his questions, and then I shall be in. All right. So bear with me. Make sure you hit the like button. Let everybody know that we're live right now outside of St. Paul's Cathedral with Abdul Haqim. It is the follow-on from the Tommy Robinson court case today. We shall be going in, family. We shall be going in. So just wait for me, and I'll get it started and popping. All right?
No, I'm just saying. Easy. Yeah, but you're saying that you would have
look, we're going around in circles. Yeah. What's your solution? Because I said the Sharia solution for me.
No,
what's your solution
for me?
Is it democracy?
Mine is to wipe all system clean, strip it back to bare, and put people that will stop this in power rather than have the people
but what they're
that's covering it up and not just allowing it.
What are they going to rule by? What are they going to rule by?
They're going to rule by right and wrong.
No, what they're going to rule by?
They're going to rule by right and wrong of this country, not
the
right
justice
and
system.
wrong by your religion.
All right. So, brother,
it's got to stand for every religion.
Definitely. Let me just quickly tag myself in, right? So, Abdul Haqim, right? I really want you to breed some confidence inside of the British public right now.
You got 1 nail longer than.
It doesn't matter. Okay. So, I would really love for you to breed.
Right.
Hold on.
Can we nudge? I didn't nudge.
No, I don't do that because. To me,
you know what it is? I work in buildings.
All right.
Okay.
You can make it as an excuse. I know why.
Okay. All right. Let me come through to you. Okay. Yeah. So basically, I would really love for you to.
Well, if I don't shake my right one, how's about me shake my left one? We all right?
Can we just nudge? I can nudge you, yeah?
No.
You want to shake hands?
I'll shake my left hand.
This could be like a
with your right one.
All right. Let me come in, please. Let me come in. Like our audience really want to get to the bottom of this. Okay. So I really want to know, like, can you breathe some type of confidence into the British public right now, right, as a Muslim, right? Because you've already stated that Muslims, which is a daunting prospect, don't actually, you know, tell on other Muslims when they're about to do something horrendous. They don't, you know, confront them and go to the authority when they're actually grooming children.
But I don't...
So hold on. I want to know, yeah, like, what would you do, okay? And the Muslim community, what can the Muslim community do as a whole to kind of prevent child groomings from taking place inside of their community?
I didn't say that we don't confront them. We put words in my mouth.
No, I didn't say that you don't confront them. I'm saying, what would you do? What can you do? Give us some type of like hope that the Muslims are actually doing something. Because so far, as we can see, we can't see them doing anything, right? So what can you do? And what has been done?
Joining them. All we can see is there's more and more Muslims
and I'm talking about on an imminent basis, not the long haul. So give me something that you can do. If somebody is grooming a child, right, or a group of people grooming a child, what can you do?
What is grooming?
I'm asking you, what can you do?
Being nice to that girl, probably getting her drunk, getting her drugs, and then raping her. Yeah. And then filming it, and then telling her that if she doesn't come out again, this is going to go viral.
All right, so what can you do? Go on.
Let me explain something, yeah.
It's a pity we didn't have one
hold
of
on.
It's going to be controversial, yeah. This is
Yeah.
one of the things that I don't get when people condemn Muslim Patrol for. Because Muslim Patrol would have dealt with these kind of issues. Like Muslim Patrol would have gone to grooming gangs, we was going to pimps, we was going to drug dealers, and we would have gone to these grooming gangs, you know what I'm saying? But when there's no...
Yeah, but no,
are you doing that? Are you doing that with inside of the non-Muslim community or inside the Muslim community itself?
No, in the Muslim community and the non-Muslim.
Okay,
do you society involves Muslims and non-Muslims.
Okay,
yeah.
So did you have any type of records of these types of encounters?
We don't keep records.
You don't keep any
records?
Have
you got any specifics from whichever Muslim grooming nationality that these people have come from?
These are red herring.
All right, brother. Give me.
Obviously,
I hear you.
Might wind down to one or two separate.
I hear you. Give me 5 minutes with him. Can you give me just 5 minutes with him? I just need you to hold your tongue for 5 minutes, my brother. Okay, so can you give us like a case study, like a case where you actually confronted a Muslim gang on anything?
If you look at these Muslim the gangs that happen, obviously I haven't looked at them in too much detail, but what I understand from what the guy's saying and what.
No, I'm talking about you personally.
Is that obviously women are getting drunk. Sometimes, wait.
Remember, 5 minutes.
Sometimes being fed, sometimes being given drugs and told to shop because of their addiction to the drug. These things are happening in the community, you know. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say to you, it's all good going to the police. It's all good doing that, you know what I'm saying? But there's you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I met many gangs in prison, many gang members in prison. They're thinking about doing crime when they come out. You know what, that person that sits with me, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to say to you, the system is broken. You can't go to the Pharaoh of Egypt and say,
broken. Look out.
I'm making my case, I'm making my case study.
Then finish. Go ahead. Continue.
They might shake me hand yet. You might shake me hand yet.
We'll see, you know what I'm saying? If you take a shahada, maybe. But like, so obviously, let's take an example. You're going to the police. We know that the police, how corrupt they are. How many times a person has been killed in custody, there's no charge against that police officer? How many times? You know what I'm saying? How corrupt are the police? In my local borough, Edmonton, there's a police officer that stole money off people.
Brother, I have to stop you there because you are deflecting right now, right? You're actually deflecting.
I'm not deflecting.
So I want to know,
I'm talking about why.
I hear you. No. I hear you. I'm hearing you. I want to know. Sorry, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, brother. So I want to know, right? You had your patrols going on, right?
Yeah.
So you said that you actually approached, gangs that were doing drugs, correct?
Of course,
Now I want to know.
These are Muslim gangs.
Muslim gangs, right?
Yeah.
So what were you doing? What were you actually, when you confronted them, what were you doing?
Giving them warnings, isn't it? Saying, look, if you're back here again, it's going to be on, innit? One of the gang members actually said, you know what, Jazakallah khairan, you changed his whole life around.
Yeah.
One of them. And, a lot of things were happening, but Muslim Patrol is very premature, but I'm trying to say, if it got to a big level where Muslims actually came out public, in big groups, we don't have doing unity in the Muslim community, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You see in the park, people come up to me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everyone's debating each other.
Indeed.
So the number one thing in the Muslim community, which I would say, is there's no unity amongst the Muslims at the moment.
Okay.
If there was more of a unity and people trusted each other, it's in prison, You know, there's people in prison that are getting said,
Let me stop you
give
there.
a shorter sentence if you start, you know, spying on the Muslim community. You know
Brother, let me stop you there because I don't want to go off track too much, okay?
Yeah,
so you're saying that you would approach these gangs, okay, and the leaders inside of the gangs, and then you will give them warnings, right? And then also
No, I'm talking about the drugs. I'm talking about the drugs. The gang raping is different.
No, I'm talking about the drugs right now, right? So you give them warnings and
confiscate the drugs as well.
Confiscate the drugs.
Confiscate the drugs.
Okay, and then you give them type of intimidation to tell them not to do it. And how successful would you say that actually was? Very successful. And in terms of like the numbers of you guys who was actually patrolling the streets, like what were the numbers?
I can't just go through the numbers.
Okay, but if you was to give us a rough estimate.
If it was able to continue to today, it probably reached the thousands.
Okay, so would you say this was a grassroots thing that you guys were doing? So now, don't you think that the police could do that at a much more larger scale?
No, because they got the money. They ain't got the money. How many times you see them crying like, oh, we need more money? You know what I'm saying? And you know, if you listen to the conversation that police are having, they're complaining about overtime. So they're just normal people like us. They're just working 9 to 5 just to feed their family. Just to, you know, they're not really, the heart's not really in it, most of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why the Muslim community needs to do more, really. But as a society, you need to do more about the white people that are raping kids.
Okay. You know again, we're going off track. Again, we're going off track. But it seems as though that the Muslim community is disenfranchised in the UK. The Muslim community seems as though that they don't see themselves as being. Hold on, listen to me. And the Muslim community seems as though that they're not actually form that integration inside of the British. Inside of Britain itself, they don't seem they feel as though they're part of Britain. Would that be a fair summation of the British public? Sorry, the Muslim public.
That we're not integrated.
Yeah, you're not integrated, and you don't feel as though you're part of the British society.
I can't speak on behalf of the Muslim community, but what the Muslim community needs to do is to give alternative. Because obviously the culture and lifestyle of Britain is pretty dead, you know what I'm saying?
Because it seems as though that
they have no basis. Like, for example, I speak to the guy about Britain, you know, who was the first people in Britain. Was it the white man? You know what I'm saying? So this culture stuff, it's our country. I mean, let's go back in time. Like, let's see who really the country belongs to.
All I'm bothered about is nail this problem that we've got.
Yeah.
Because I got no problem with you. I got no problem with you. We seem to have a problem because we don't shake hands.
Have you got a problem?
Until that happens,
have you got a problem?
This don't go away.
Have you got the problem with the paedophile getting suspended sentences?
Yeah, well, to me, they ought to just castrate him straight away.
So, why are you still promoting democracy then? Why are you
I'm not supporting. I'd wipe this system to scratch.
Alright, cool.
And I'd bring a new system in, and it to be people that care about the kids, not people who care about that community and that community.
Exactly.
It's the children.
Do you think that the Muslim community will ever be integrated into mainstream British society?
I can't speak on behalf of a Muslim community.
Okay.
I can't speak on behalf of
Do you think you could potentially? You
can't even shake my hand. We've had a discussion, and you can't even shake my hand. And I'm like listening to your discussion. You were listening to mine.
Once you come to me and say, you come to me and say,
do that, will we? You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
To me, that is one of the insults that we know about. And if you don't shake hands with your right hand, then it's insulting us.
Do we think?
So do you feel as though that you can actually fit in or integrate into British society as it stands?
What is British society?
I'm asking you. Do you think you can? The normal society that are governed underneath the laws and values of Britain today.
It depends what you mean by that. What do you mean by British society?
Okay. So do you think that?
What, do you want me to accept democracy as the ruling superior system?
We've done
I'm not saying that it is the superior system, but it's the system that we have over here in the UK.
And you fucking all lean on the pavement and no cunt can go past.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of
do you know what I mean?
a straw man.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I've always said as a Muslim that I'm campaigning for the Sharia.
Yeah.
Which is superior.
Yeah, but we don't want.
But do you follow?
You can have it in your community.
Do you follow the laws of the UK though?
You don't use it against the people.
Do you follow the laws of the UK? That's what I want to know. Do you follow the
laws
laws
of the UK?
Come and see, that's not the UK though, is it?
You come on our state, you get your kicked in.
Yeah, of your God. The one you
created you.
The one you
created you.
The one you wish to follow, and we don't, and you want to keep going.
Oh man, what's good, family? You know, right now the sun is out, it's beautiful outside of St. Paul's Cathedral. you know, secretly, it's looking like Notre Dame right now, isn't it? Yeah, buddy. So yeah, you know, we're out here with Abdul Haqim. We're trying to get some answers to some questions that I'm sure that most of you guys want to know these answers, but it is quite difficult at present. You know, earlier on we did have the BBC, I believe, who was interviewing Abdul Haqim. Some of you guys were saying that he was an absolute snowflake. What type of questions were those? So we're trying to make sure that your questions, or you yourself, are actually represented over here on Titans TV. We're trying to make sure that all the questions that you possibly may have are actually answered as well. So yeah, family, what's good? What's good? Talk to me. If you've got any questions for him, all you need to do is simply tag Titans TV. I repeat again, simply tag Titans TV and let me know what questions you have for Abdul Haqim. Okay. Also, salute to you guys who are constantly hitting the like button. Please hit the like button. Show some love. Show some support. If you can, share this as well. And of course, not all donations need to be monetary donations. Some donations can simply be from your love, from hitting the share button, hitting the like button, and just dropping some comments and letting us know how we can actually improve ourselves over here on Titans TV. God damn. I want to know who's willing to pay for some journalism classes for yours truly. That would be wonderful. So yeah, buddy. All right, or if you know if there's any free journalism classes going on, I don't mind taking some, so I can give you some awesome information. All right, so let's quickly see what you guys are saying. Titans TV, would he report an attack if he knew it was going to happen to the police? No, he's already made it quite clear and obvious that he wouldn't. That was one of the questions that we did ask everyone. The majority of Brits back Tommy, don't hate the truth. Kalam begging for money yet? No, I'm begging for you guys to actually support Titans TV and actually, you know, hit the like button, hit the share button, and comment. And if you know anywhere we can do some journalism classes to better Titans TV and get you guys the information that you need in a much more constructive manner, let us know. God damn. Let's go. I like Kalam. We need more gentlemen like him. Ooh wait. Sophia Film says, has Abdul Haqim admit that we are the worst of creation, likened to cattle? I'm pretty sure if I did ask him, he would most probably confirm it. But I'm not trying to inflame anything right now. I actually do want to have a productive discussion. Okay, when we start coming out with these attacks and calling people pedophiles and all these things here, just think about it. How would you feel? How would you react if somebody came out to you to speak to you like that? So let's actually try to be respectful and you know, build up to that type of questions a little bit later on. All right, why are you wasting your time when he's just victim blaming? Because that's what they do. Boy, Kalam, you don't need classes. You're doing great. Awesome, says Lee Stanford. Ask him why he was in prison and if he was on tag, if he has a tag on his ankle. Do you know what? Right now, he's not at liberty to discuss that. I did ask him questions about him, where he's been for the last few weeks. But he's not trying to speak on that. Sorry? Yeah, I believe so.
I want to show me around some of the Illuminati signs.
Okay, I got you. You're thinking, yeah, bank. Yeah, we're close, not too far. Only right-wing dummy will donate. Let me see. Titans TV, when will Abdul drive? Nah, that's not even nice, man. That's not even nice. Ask him what's he doing in this country if he hates it. Indeed, a great day for it. Sahih Muslim 3901. Mohammed trades away 2 black slaves for 1 Muslim slave. Could you contact Tommy and ask for an interview? Think he would accept? Says Geospa. I don't. Hey. So sugar.
I'll get my one half.
Hey.
This says Tommy Robinson is a hero because he's brought all this to light. And now, do you know what?
You know who you're talking to right now?
If the establishment,
Black Tommy Robinson, right?
if the establishment didn't lock Tommy up for what he did, this probably would have been covered up and carried on for years.
Jeez.
But now, because they've done what they've done to Tommy Robinson, they've given people a bit of hope that's if nothing's going to be done, people's not just going to sit down and let it happen like it has been.
Yeah,
So that's the hope it's give us.
that's right.
And that's rallying people round. But obviously, now we're classed as right-wing extremists.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for trying to stop the children getting raped.
That's right.
So that's how we are copying.
Yeah.
Your lefties that
me a
were
second.
probably social workers.
All right. Yeah, family. Let me just quickly see some more. You left the chat yesterday when we were talking about Wallah and Barra. Yeah, family. Unfortunately, I had to be up early to come and give you guys these wonderful information. Okay, or this wonderful coverage right now. So yeah, next time we can jump on a live stream and talk. Okay. Does he think the UK will become a Muslim country? I spoke to him, months ago actually at Speaker's Corner. And that is his hope for the UK to be a Muslim country. I think possibly in like 50 years or so. He does have that hope. Would he support Islam being reformed? I very much so doubt that. Let me quickly go through. Remember, Times TV, let me get to the ones that says Times TV. Ask him the real reasons why he won't shake hands. Amazing footage from today, watching from uni. Awesome. N45441. Okay, doing great work, sir. Salute M. Blaine Films. Thanks for your support, man. Caped Crusader says, did Tan turn up? No, not that I'm aware of anyway. Ask him if the lives and property of non-Muslims are halal outside Sharia. Wow, sugar. Now you lot are giving me some like hard body questions. Okay, like literally my battery is on 1% and I'm still going. So you know what I'm gonna do? I actually got a meeting today as well. Let me just check. What's time? Yeah, I actually need to get going soon actually. We've got police officers over here. That's just literally, let me just show you. We've got police officers out here just waiting, just making sure everything is okay. I'm grateful for them actually being here as well, to be honest with you. That's mad bad. But yeah, Kalam, do you believe England will become a Muslim country? Nah, never. Never. Whilst there is actually red-blooded Englishmen on English soil, never. Whilst there's red-blooded Scottish men on Scottish soil, never. Whilst there's red-blooded Irishmen on Irish soil, never. So yeah. All right. Yeah. Have a good one. Yeah. Nice. All right. Cool. Nice one. Yeah. Cool.
Let me just quote the ayahs.
All right. So Abdul Haqim is about to quote some ayahs right now.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Nisa, verse. This is verse 6 of chapter 4. And this is regarding the legal age for marriage. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وابتلوا اليتامى حتى إذا بلغوا النكاح فإن آنستم منهم رشدا فدفعوا إليهم أموالهم ولا تأكلوها وبدارا أن يكبروا ومن كان فقيرا فليستعفف ومن كان فقيرا Allah says وَمَنْ كَانَ غَنِيًّا فَلْيَسْتَعْفِفْ وَمَنْ كَانَ فَقِيرًا فَلْيَأْكُلْ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ فَإِذَا دَفَعْتُمْ إِلَيْهِمْ أَمْوَالَهُمْ فَأَشْهِدُوا عَلَيْهِمْ وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ حَسِيبًا. Allah says, give unto the women their bridal gifts when they reach marriageable age. So marriageable age, there's something called qati in Islam, which is something in usul of fiqh. This is something that is definite ruling, and there's something called indefinite meaning, which means it's speculative, so it can be determined. So marriageable age depends on the specific woman. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala goes on to continue what is marriageable age. Allah says, فَإِنْ آنَسْتُمْ مِنْهُمْ رُشْدًا, and if you see in them wisdom, rushda wisdom. So for example, if you was to give a woman a certain amount of money, like when a woman's when someone's able to be wise about their spending, wise about their being, this is wisdom. So it depends on the age of that particular woman. Oh yeah, ask for فإن نست منهم رشدا فدفعوا إليهم أموالهم ولا تأكلوها وبدارا أن يكبروا. So Allah continues. So is